Oh my goodness, finally. I don't even know where it went. There it is, level 5 beaver, and it's a guaranteed estimate, 31 to 34. All this time, like, I've been cycling through all the different beaver dam locations literally as I edit a video. Just sit here and shoot what we can. We've got a level 5. And honestly, like, we've worked too hard for this. We've spent too many hours at this to shoot it now. Like, I don't even know where its gathering zone is. We'll figure that out. I'm not risking messing up the shot in the water. We'll get it on land. We've done this in single player. No point messing it up after 2 months of hunting for one. Actually, what I kind of realized, if we just sit here and wait, like it's 1600, I think they're eventually going to just go ahead and leave their feed zone. And hopefully, you know, the wind isn't too bad. If they come up this way, should be a nice, easy shot. If they go another direction, we can deal with it, but gotta imagine sooner rather than later, they're gonna do that. None of these are leaving just yet. They're moving over that way. And keep in mind, this is 2 different groups using the same feed zone, so we can't necessarily watch where one goes and assume that one's gonna follow it. So these ones are all kind of swimming off. I think the 5 actually got into our wind and went underwater. And I don't know if it's with these ones or this group. They're still feeding. But either way, like, even if we don't see exactly where the 5 ends up, if we get both gathering zones for this time, you know, we kind of check those 2 spots, and we should be good. Hopefully she just surfaces and we can kind of follow along, but if not, we've got some idea based on these. And I guess really, like, there should be 10 per group. If we kind of count, we can maybe figure it out like that too. Okay. This is kind of confusing. I've got other ones walking in from back here. Are there more than 2 beaver groups per dam location? I've always thought it was 2, but I guess there are more. Is that just light brown? I'm not so sure it is. It's gonna walk through this opening. We might as well wait because, you know, that 5's right out here somewhere. And we don't want to just spook it for no reason, but I'm not exactly sure what the Leucistics look like, you know, other than screenshots I've seen. That is pretty light. And I don't see any others that really match that. You know, I think it might be. It's 50 meters away. You know, I was going to use the air gun. There's no point potentially messing this up. We have the 223. We're going to go for this and find out. As soon as that bodyguard moves, he's kind of trotting out ahead. They're both trotting. Come on. What are the odds? They're moving there we go. Okay. Or not. One of you stop or something. We can eventually go for a shot? Are you kidding me? They're going to get in the water. Why are they going to get in the water? Oh, turn back around. Perfect spot to stop. Let's go find out. And then we got to deal with this. But they should just go nervous underwater. If we wait, we should still be able to see them resurface. All those ones are headed off. And I think that's just the group that we had seen. I imagine it is. This really has me confused. Because I didn't think you could get this many. I think that is Leucistic. Look how light it is. Leucistic? Are you kidding me? A level 3 male. Almost heart shot him. So where's he been this entire time? I actually thought I saw this, like, 2 weeks ago. And I convinced myself that there wasn't one. Because, you know, I sat here and shot every beaver in this group. But clearly there are other groups. What the heck? Alright, well that could be a sick multi-mount. Diamond and a Leucistic. Because this is a male. Obviously the potential diamond is a female. Now we gotta get it. This has got a very positive direction. Let's jump back in the tripod. See if they resurface. The other thing... Do I have space for that? Probably don't. I was gonna say we can move the tripod back, but we'll stick with it here for now and then kind of go from there. But that also means... That one's already resurfaced. That also means... There's, you know, other groups that we gotta sift through, I guess, if we don't just watch where she leaves the water. Well, at this point, I don't know. I don't see a 5 here. It could be just underwater, but every other beaver has surfaced. And also, it's getting kind of late. There she is. Okay, she's nervous already. So she is in the group with the 4. That could potentially be useful. I can't... None of the other ones are nervous. But at some point she's spooked. We're still operating with the same plan. We're taking that shot, now she's calm, when she's out of the water. They're gathering, so eventually she should. We're like 90 meters away. May take some time to wait, but we got nothing but time. So bad time to learn how beavers act, I guess. Seems they're perfectly willing to just sit here in the water forever. Like, they have not moved. So, I don't know whether to just go for this. Like, looking at the one thing I thought, if we just hold this like right at the surface of the water, I think we either get lungs or it hits the water and we miss, and I'm okay missing. I just don't want to shoot it in the vertebrae. So, I guess we'll give it a shot. We're basically right at 75. See if we can just get this. And we know the lungs do go up towards the back. So like right in there. And I might even aim a little under the water just for some extra safety. So let's try it. That got it. I think we should be good. Like all this time, for forever, I've been planning on when this thing shows up, yeah, we'll just go kill it on land. Easy. No. Couldn't be, but I can't see any way that that wasn't good. If it was spinal cord, it would have died immediately. If it was vertebrae, it wouldn't have died that fast. Should be lungs. It's a guaranteed diamond. I think we are back to having every diamond in the Hunter Call of the Wild, but we gotta wait for a floater. And on the bright side, unlike the pintail, this has been recorded. Let's see. I don't think we could have messed this up. There we go. Diamond Beaver 31.6, so it's not a max score. I thought it may be with that high estimate. 32 is max. Right in there, you see where the lungs kind of curve up. And I think even, you know, if we aimed further forward, we would have been just fine at that height level, assuming the water didn't stop it. So let's tax that, get it back to our trophy lodge. And the kind of funny thing is, like, if we didn't find this level 5 at the end of their feed time, where we sat there and, like, waited for them to leave, that Leucistic probably would have been hanging out on our map for, like, forever. And now, they're going to go in a multi-mount together. So I think we'll probably go back and set that up, and then I've kind of got a plan for the rest of the video, which kind of involves staying right here in single player. Now, I do intend to do something with this mount, because we've actually ended up with every rare other than melanistic now, but as more and more species get added to the game, more and more spots in the trophy lodge fill up, and for now, we're going to throw the diamond and the Leucistic in the multi-mount together. So we got the Leucistic male, 23 scoring, we've got our diamond, 31.6, finish that, and we can throw it right here in our trophy lodge. That actually kind of fits because they were in the same area, but let's do... I kind of like that. That shows the Leucistic really well. Got the diamond down there doing its thing. Not bad at all. And man, here, in this lighting, it's really obvious. Like, that's very... Like, this is the light brown. Our diamond was light brown. They're not even close to the same color, but man, they're on the snow. Kind of low light. It wasn't nearly as clear. I'm glad we got it. So, we're going to jump back to single player since we spent a good bit of the hunt already there, working on trying to get that diamond and getting a bonus rare as well. That Leucistic's been hanging out there. Who knows what else has just been shown on our map. We might as well go and give it a look. So as you might imagine, we have spent quite a bit of time on the west side of our ski ridge map from our mule deer grind, but the east side here, minus like shooting beavers and stuff, we haven't really done a lot of hunting. So that's going to be kind of our focus, and I still want to get a diamond pintail in a video. You can see I've got one zone there. That's a great pintail spot, so we're going to kind of do some kind of loop and work our way down through there. And I mean, we never really hunt caribou, unfortunately. He's alarmed. But we'll go ahead and smoke him with the 7mm, just something we rarely ever do. And if there is one thing we did spend some time on this side of the map hunting, it was woodland caribou. I think it was probably still in early access. We shot a diamond one, I believe, at this lake. So at least it's something we can expect to see. Got a couple running off there. Black bears, smallish elk. We might actually, as small as that caribou was, killed the best thing here. I gotta say, it's been a while since we've even harvested one of these things. They're just not in the areas we've been focusing on. Like, obviously down south for beavers, there are no caribou. Nice little 190. Not exactly giant, but I do like that rack. It looks cool. So I think there are wolves up there. That guy was alert. Now he's attentive. So my guess would be the wolves are like off that direction. Might go ahead and send a round down range. It's about 300 meters. Pausing there for a second. There's elk everywhere on this lake, but they're literally all cows. There's level 6 bear there, but not too worried about that. So Might as well get a caribou again. Snow coming down, so we should get a nice snowy look at it in the harvest screen. There is a wolf track. Man, it's max estimate too. Real quick here, just gonna hit the disturb edge. It is a common. Very fresh, so they probably went through. And it was a run track, but I don't think we spooked them. Like, I'm guessing it was maybe chasing something. So we'll head up that way, we'll go and see if we can figure out where it's at. And maybe, if we're lucky, they'll come and find us. So first things first, as for this guy, nice little snowy at 234, better than the last one. Lug and liver at 309. Let's jump down onto that wolf track, and hopefully sooner rather than later we can find them. I mean, I'm having a heck of a time finding the thing, but got a decent dusky grouse out here. Now, when they're running defensive, if you miss, they fly. So I really want to get this. Perfect. Might as well go for that. We shot a ton of, like, decent level 2 dusky grouse in single player after we got trolled by a 3 out here. So, never know what that might be. Is that a male? Nah, that one's a hen. We're just going to leave that alone. This guy is a 143, so not too bad, but not going to be a level 2 diamond. And there's, like, all these tracks here from some caribou, and I think that's part of the problem. The wolf sort of went through this area, and I think there's so many tracks, we're just not having the wolf leave any tracks. We got to find them, like, almost on the other side of this. And I just want to show you this, too. Like, I can see where all these caribou are moving through, and animals typically use the same areas for pathing. So I started following that, and sure enough, there's some wolf tracks on the other side. So if you ever run into that, I mean, those were, what, close to 100 meters apart? If you can find where other animals go, typically that's the kind of path you want to follow. Not always, but worth a shot. Finally found him. Jeez, he's a mythical after all this. It's been quite a track, but he's kind of broadside-ish. Just rolled him there finally with the 7mm, and has brought us into an area I promised we haven't been, because you can see, like, the fog on the map still unlocking. So, what the heck, it wasn't the plan, but why don't we go way up into the northeast corner there? We're already halfway there from following this guy. But the good news is, even though we tracked a mythical for forever, they still look just incredible. That is a 37.87, so a small mythical. Hard shot him though. 4-kilometer track. Again, can we trust that? Hard to say. Looking at this. It may have been. That's 1.5 there, and obviously it was not a straight line. So either way, we'll take that and go to a place we have literally never been. Got more caribou up here. I wasn't planning on hunting caribou at all this hunt, so it's been a pleasant surprise. I saw another one down there, maybe not, so got another like 150-ish shot. Nice mule kick. He's not going far at all, not even gonna make it over the hill. Still just gonna be a silver. He's coming at 236. Just about the heart that time. It's weird with the neck bone there when they're feeding, but I don't think they're the only animal that gets kind of funny like that. You know, I probably should have realized this. There's another lake up here I have literally never visited. Looks like we've got... Oh my... No. No way. I've been wanting a rare Manitoban elk this entire time. There's been a cow chilling on my map at literally the only body of water I have never visited. I didn't know it existed until 2 minutes ago. This is why I decided to stick with single player after our beaver adventures there. Are you actually serious? Well, that worked out really well. If it wasn't for that wolf, we'd have never ever ended up here. So that's a solid 150. If we just shoot the 22 into the ground, that'll make her go alert. Got the 300 AR. Look at that. I mean, they look so good. Gonna let her turn because that like downward angle into the lungs can be weird. That is a full spin. That's not quite what we need, but she should stay alert long enough to give us a shot eventually. You can really see like the pink on the back of the ears and stuff too. She's drinking in already. It's got a bad wind. Maybe if we just run around, we can just get a shot. Okay, there we go. We spooked one of them. So the rest of the herd's kind of on the move. See if she'll stop again. Oh, almost took that shot. Well, she's not making it easy there. Broadside for a second. That should be just fine. Going down, but kind of slowly. That is, I really cannot believe we've had a rare Manitoban elk on our map the entire time. I want a bull, obviously, but I just wanted any because they do look really, really good. The shadows up there of those elk above us are doing some weird things, but finally, a rare Manitoban elk, and yet again, coming from our single player map. And just like, it died in the shade, which is a real shame, but That is awesome. Obviously, albino with the pink on the ears, the eyes, the nose, and stuff. There you go. Right long at a whole 122 meters. That is super cool. Definitely going to be a second large edition. Gotta get that rare bull eventually, and now that, you know, beavers are really off the table, we can focus a bit more when we go to multiplayer on just whatever we feel like hunting. Maybe elk would be one of those. And I did mention I wanted to get down to here, so just gonna fast travel since we kind of didn't do what we planned on as far as our route. And I'm gonna make it elk drink time again because they drink down there, and I don't think I've hit that lake in single player for Manitoba elk. Well, go figure. Looks like we spooked the bulls out of here. No giants, and all of them looked pretty much common. So we may just do, like, we got cows over there, level 6 bear. We might just plop the e-collar down and kind of see what comes in. Like, I know we haven't tried this area for pintail at all, so I'm at least curious to see what's around. Go ahead and get that going. Don't want to lay in this direction, so maybe we'll set up on this side. So first Drake is looking decent up to 1002. Just gonna pop up here. Got that thing where the gun's invisible in our hands. And as per usual, when a flock comes in, typically I shoot 1 or 2 just to try to, like, get everything to leave and hopefully allow more flocks to show up. You know, sometimes if you just spot things quickly, you get a little excited over nothing. I thought we actually had a level 3 pintail, but I spotted that elk by accident. Not a whole lot flying over here, despite knowing, like, this is a good spot in multiplayer. We've had some really good luck, so we're just gonna take that duck. We could probably have switched to the 300 AR and gotten the elk too, but no such luck with that. But man, single player really produced today. Diamond Beaver, Leucistic Beaver, both of those obviously came from that grind, and an albino female Manitoba elk, and that is what we're about to jump back to the trophy lodge with. Now we had a piebald bull moose here, but for now, I want to throw our albino Manitoba elk. Like I said, they look so darn good. Just, man, I'm so happy we got that, and from single player as well. Eventually, a bull here would look really nice, but what they've done with the models and how good, you know, even an albino cow looks here in the trophy lodge now, definitely something I want to display, at least until we end up with something else that goes in this full body platform instead. But I'm so happy to be back at the point where we have all the diamonds in the game. I want to get a diamond pintail on video, and frankly, like, the reason is, at some stage here, I want to do a video with literally every diamond in the game, and if we don't have a diamond pintail on video, kind of hard to do that. So that's something to still work on going down the line, but beavers are out of the way. We can just kind of, when we go to a ski ridge, hunt whatever we want, and not worry about that draw to go and get that last diamond that we're missing. So super excited about that. Single player really producing today, and I think on that note, that is going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around for the extended hunt for a diamond beaver. Time after time after time, it's finally happened, and I will see you next time.